Hey everyone, Diane here. Today I have a share of some of my favorite books. I have a lot of books, mostly nonfiction, except for like Archie's Digest or whatever. But yeah, these are some really cool books. I've had them a long time. I've had them since my last place. I don't remember. I think the last book I bought was Caitlyn Jenner's. I can't remember if there's, I bought weight loss surgery books, but but most of my books I buy on Amazon used if they're like in excellent condition. And I think most of these I bought used. I know the first one I did, I don't know about the Archie ones, but when you buy it used, it used to be really cheap for shipping. The sellers would charge, you know, the private sellers when you buy used, but if it's a brand new book, I usually buy new, like if it just came out, but on Amazon or Walmart sometimes. I haven't bought books in a while. I haven't really felt like reading, but I'll show you what I've got. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got, 10. I've got 10 books. So this one is by Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch. And it's called Growing Up Brady, I Was a Teenage Greg. And you'll see a picture of him. There's the Brady Bunch. It's a small paperback. I bought this used. And there are pictures, really cool pictures. Let's see. Some of them are in the middle. Okay, here's the cartoon, the Brady Kids. They came out. I remember it. And there was a cartoon. Here they are on American Bandstand, the Brady Kids, Brady Bunch kids. I think they sang and stuff, but they were on American Bandstand, so can't believe it. Okay, here's one. Tiger's last photo with Peter and Bobby. I guess Tiger died, or maybe they got rid of him. I remember Tiger from the first season, but that's a picture I've never seen. There's a whole bunch of private pictures that, you know, weren't like on TV. Okay, this is episode 36, so it goes up each episode. Okay, there's Greg and Bobby. And go season 3. Here's the cast from season 3. The inside story of the Brady Bunch as only Barry Williams could tell. Well, I think I heard Barry Williams being interviewed or something. I don't know if it's in this book, but he and Maureen McCormick had like, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, I think, or dating or hitting on or flirting with each other. I didn't know that, but maybe they were older, but the 2 oldest Brady kids. And I have an ex-girlfriend who went to school. She's older than me, and she went to school with Marcia. So, yeah. So I don't know if they were in the same grade or if Marcia was older than her. I think Marcia might have been older than her by a grade or 2, but they went to high school together, which is kind of cool. Let's see if there's any cool pictures. Oh, here's Alice and Mrs. Brady, and who's this? And Jan. And then here's another picture on the back. So if you want to get this, it's called Growing Up Brady. It's probably only used on Amazon because it is. Oh, it's an older book. Let me see, because I bought it used as it is. 1992. Yeah, it's an old book. I don't think I've had it since then, but I've had it. Now, here are some Archie books. This is called Archie, the best of Archie comics, the best of the past 70 years, over 400 pages, and it says stuff on the back. And I did read Archie's from like the ages of 11 to like 13, I think, or 14. Maybe I started at 10, but yeah, I liked Archie's. So it's got some really old ones that I might remember from my day reading Archie. And here's one. I did read Archie's in the 70s. And here's Archie Americana series, Best of the 70s. So the cartoons, they're all in color, and it's pretty cool. And then here's another one, Best of the 70s, Archie Americana series. Oh, this is a cool picture of the 70s. That's cute. And this has Veronica and Archie dancing. But yeah, it's the Best of the 70s. So that can mean anywhere from 1970 to 1979. So those are those books. And then this book, I always liked Boy George in the 80s, and I looked him up and I found this used, and it said excellent condition. It really is in excellent condition. So it's called Boy George and Culture Club. Oh, it's just called Boy George and Culture Club by Maria David. So there's one picture. There's another. Okay, he's still performing with Culture Club. I think the same two guys, but one of them he dated. He had a relationship with a dark-haired guy. I think he's white. They had a relationship going, a dating relationship, yeah. So I guess he's gay. I don't know if the other one's gay, but here's some cool pictures from back in the day. Now he's got a beard, and I heard him sing a few times on YouTube, and his voice has deepened a lot. Just like, I guess most men, their voice deepens. So like Donny Osmond, no, not Donny Osmond, Elton John, he can't reach the high notes anymore. So he sings a certain way, but sometimes he has background singers singing the high part, like Benny and the Jets, you know, like really high. He's not able to. So, and Boy George has a beard, and he doesn't have the long hair. He definitely looks like a man now. When here, he kind of looked androgynous. And he sang, his music was kind of androgynous. It was never about like a woman or a man. Oh, here's the black guy. Oh, is that the black guy? No, that's Boy George. But there is a black guy in the group. So here's the back. So that's pretty cool. Mostly pictures. And then this is about where I live. I bought this used too. I looked up the San Fernando Valley. And that's where Sherman Oaks, where I live, is. And I've lived in the valley. Well, I lived in Thousand Oaks for a year. But I've lived in the valley since I was 11. And we lived in like more western LA before that. So this is all about the San Fernando Valley and the development. It was really brand new. Like my grandparents bought a house in Sherman Oaks in a really prime area, really cheap in the 60s. No, maybe I think the late 60s. So land in the San Fernando Valley was really cheap. Nobody wanted to live out here because everything was in the city, you know, and they have to go over the mountains, the hills, to get to their jobs. And I don't think there were freeways then, so you had to take Sepulveda. But here's some really old pictures. And it's just really cool. Manson's initiation. Yeah, it's just really cool. It shows all kind of, it has all kinds of pictures and articles about the early San Fernando Valley. Let me see if there's anything on later. And my mom said when she was a little girl and she was in LA, she used to come to the valley, San Fernando Valley. She said it was all farms. And I know like in Woodland Hills or Tarzana, which is later developed in Sherman Oaks, they had like orange fields, what do you call that, where there's a lot of orange trees. They produced oranges and I think other fruits. But my mom said they used to go out to, they called it the country. My mom and her parents. It's kind of cool because there was nothing developed barely when she was a kid. Okay, and then this is really good. 100 Landmarks of the World, a journey to the most fascinating landmarks around the globe. And here's the cover. Of course, it has Mount Rushmore. Let's see if I can get any other ones. It's just all color pictures. That's really cool. It's really a coffee table book. Let's see. Okay, well, here's one thing. I've never heard of it. The Reichstag or something. Oh, these are the wonders of the world, landers of the world, not just the United States. So I do see a Statue of Liberty right there. So, yeah, they've got things all over the world. There's something. The Colosseum, where would that be? In Greece? I'm not going to put my glasses on to read it, but there's the Colosseum. Okay, I'll put them on. Oh, it's in Italy. Okay. Oh, and here's the Great Sphinx. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really a cool book, like a coffee table book. And then I got this, but I haven't bought a slow cooker. I got this a few years ago because I thought it would be easy to cook in a slow cooker. Veg Fresh from the Vegetarian Slow Cooker, 200 recipes for healthy and hearty one-pot meals that are ready when you are. And they're all vegetarian. So that's kind of cool. Not vegan, but vegetarian. So it's got lots of recipes. Tempeh. Yeah. So you make it all in a crock pot. So I got to do that. I got to buy a crock pot. They're not expensive. I don't have to get the crock brand or whatever the big brand is. I think like Walmart has their own and stuff like that. So this is really cool. When I was a kid, I played with a lot of Whammo toys. And this is Superbook, the most fantastic book ever by Science, Superbook, celebrating 60 years inside the Fun Factory. Okay, so this is Whammo. See and yeah, I used to play with a lot of Whammo toys. Remember the hula hoop? I believe that was Whammo, the original one. They're doing the hula hoop, and here's some pictures on the back. The Frisbee, I think, was Whammo. There's someone holding a Frisbee. And I know I had a lot of toys that were Whammo. I think they're still in business. Oh, this was fun. The slip and slide. I had that. Everybody in the neighborhood used to play on it. But, you know, my neighborhood neighbors. Oh, Whammo Fun Farm. There's some really old stuff, like it says 70 years, so some stuff I don't know. Oh, a boomerang. That's kind of cool. So, yeah, I remember they had those super balls that you could bounce real high. They were big. They weren't like those little bouncy super balls. I forget what they called theirs, but. And then this is the Encyclopedia of New Wave, and that's my favorite kind of music from the 80s. Some people call it 80s alternative, but it's the encyclopedia. Like, it has pictures. I remember the Fix and the Flesh Tones. So I listened to, starting in 1980, I listened to Los Angeles, mostly played New Wave and 80s alternative. I think they called it that later on. But like the Go-Go's are New Wave, and A Flock of Seagulls. Let's see if I can find somebody else I know. The B-52s, okay. They're early 80s pretty much. I had the B-52s album. So it's just really cool. It's an encyclopedia. So that's another coffee table book, really. And then this one I love, From ABBA to Zoom. Now, Zoom was a kids' TV show in the 70s and I think the 60s maybe. It was on PBS, and they would like do things and act and dance, and they were just like regular kids that auditioned, I think. And they'd all wear like the same shirts, like striped shirts and jeans or whatever they wore. But they were boys and girls. I don't think any of them reached any of the boys reached puberty because they would have had a deep voice. So it must have been like kids 13 and under. I don't really remember, but I don't remember one with a boy with a deep voice. So From ABBA to Zoom. Okay, this says a pop culture encyclopedia of the late 20th century. So, oh, it's even got a Cupid doll or whatever those were. And it's got, oh, it's got Archie's on the back. Okay. So, of the late 20th century. So they've got all kinds of things in here. It talks about Zoom. That's just the last entry probably because it starts with a Z. Fast Time at Ridgemont High, Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, Fox Tuxedo Shirts, Farrah Fawcett, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's all in alphabetical order. Flat Top, all the cool guys in the 60s and 70s had long hair, so it was understandable boys getting their hair cut at Dad took them to the Flat Top. Frosted Flakes. It has stuff from the, you know, it says the late, so it's probably like from the 70s on. Helter Skelter, originally the title of a Beatles song. Helter Skelter took on a gruesome new meaning on August 9th, 1969, when homicidal members of Charles Manson's family entered the secluded Hollywood Hills estate of actress Sharon Tate, the beautiful wife of film director Roman Polanski. Okay. So it's got all the pop culture. Mood rings, yes, in the 70s. I had a mood ring. They're really popular. So it's just a really cool book. Peter Pan Peanut Butter, Quisp and Quake. I think they still sell Quisp. I saw it at 99 cents only store a little while ago. I don't know if it's the same. I've never tried it, but anyways, that's my collection. I'm going to end it now because I don't want to make a real long video. So thanks for watching, and comment, rate, subscribe. And that's it. Take care. Bye.